Hello everyone, my name's Chris. Today I'm going to show you my 5 favorite functions within Google Sheets, and maybe these functions will help you in what you do in your daily jobs and make you a rock star with Google Sheets. Okay, so let's get to it. And I say so a lot. Just keep that in mind. Well, here we are. We're in Google Sheets, and the way you get there is docs.google.com/spreadsheets, and it will take you right to your spreadsheets, and you're good to go. So I'm going to show you the first one. All right, this one, the first function that I use a lot, equals is email, especially from a contact list perspective. If I'm downloading contact lists or I've purchased one or somebody's given me one, I go validate the emails. So the way I do this is I create a new column, and I call it valid emails, and it's basically a true or false statement. And I do equals is email right here, is email. And then I click on this field here and it says B2. And I close the parenthesis. And there you go. That one says true because it's got the format of a proper email at email.com, right? And something before it. So 99% this is going to be a good email. And to check the rest of them, I can simply move my cursor here to the corner and drag this down. You see the little dots around the boxes? That means I'm dragging this function down parallel along with the other ones in column B. And if I let go, there you can see an updated information saying this one's false, this one's false, this one's false. And you're like, wait a minute, this kind of looks like the same format. Well, CIM is not a valid domain extension. And the way Google does things, it's constantly going out and checking what all the extensions are, so that way you know whether or not it's a good one. Okay, so that's this one. The first one's valid emails. Next one, we're going to talk about unique. And unique basically means, are there any duplicates? And this is also very handy for doing contact list cleanup. Let's say you have a lot of contacts and you don't know whether or not you have some duplicates in there. So the best way to do this is, again, check if unique, right? And then I do unique. And then what I do is I actually select everything. I select everything, and then what's going to happen is when I let go, it's going to give me a new list. When I hit enter, it's going to give me a new list telling me what is unique out of this list. Again, so wherever you put this function, it's going to paste in everything unique down and to the right of where you put that function. So now you know what's unique out of this list here. Okay, pretty cool, pretty easy. Again, this one's equals unique. All right, that's that one. Next one, Sparklines. This one allows you to have simple charts within a cell. That way you can see high level what is going on from a Spark level view. So let's say you have a month, you have the full year in here and you have some sales figures and you want to understand what it looks like. So I simply would go down here and I would open up this space a little bit so I can see it. I can say Sparklines equals Sparkline. And then I select the fields that I want as part of the Sparkline, and I hit enter, and there you go. So again, this gives you some quick visual representation of your numbers or anything you have from your data in a graphical format. So this tells you where some spikes are, where you're flat, again, spikes, and it's basing it upon basic charting features that are in Google Sheets. All right. So again, you can do this if you had these across the board here. You could put a Sparkline over here. I can put a Sparkline right here if I want. Okay, Sparkline. And as you notice, when I hit equals and start typing, it's going to give me a list of everything that it thinks I'm trying to do. So that way you can just click on it and you're good to go. Again, select these. The ones you want is a Sparkline, hit enter, and there you go. You have a Sparkline parallel or in the row of your data that you have. So you could have January, February, March, April, May, right? So it gives you some visual representation of your data in the form of a chart. Okay, so that's Sparklines. Pretty cool function. Use it quite a bit, especially when I want a high level view of how I'm doing numbers wise in any kind of number data. All right, next one, QR codes. This one is super cool. You don't need to go to some website and sign up a membership and do all that stuff. You can use Google Sheets to do it right here. And the way you do that, again, I'm using some example URLs, but you could put any data that you want. And what you do is you use this code right here, and I'll have this in the video description below so you can use it. And simply what I do is I take this, I paste it, and you can see it automatically creates a QR code straight from that. Okay? If I do the same thing here, paste, there you go, right? Actually, this is A3, right? You can see it changed. The corner is a little different than this one up here. Or you can just simply, again, click till you get a plus sign, drag it down, and it will automatically populate these. And if you look right here, I'm going to take video of my phone. All right, so I'm recording my phone. As if I move my phone closer, you notice open in LinkedIn. If I move it down here and it focuses on that one, there's Google Safari, right? Or Google. Here's another one. I want to focus on this one here. But anyway, you get the point. The point is you can have QR codes automatically created for you within your Google Sheet. So that's QR codes. Last but certainly not least, this is my #1 favorite function, and that's Google Translate. Okay, so you can have Google Translate within your Google Sheet, and it works very, very well. All right, so the way you do this is you type equals, you type Google Translate. There's another one in here called Google Finance, which is kind of cool. You can pull financial data if you want. Google Translate, I'm going to click on the cell that I want, A2, comma, I'm going to tell it what its current language is. So EN for English. I'm going to put parenthesis there, another comma, and I want to tell it what I want it to be. And this is the standard ISO 2-character code for the country data that you want to translate into. Close your parenthesis, hit enter, it loads, there you go. Pretty cool, huh? Same thing with Russian. We're going to say equals Google Translate. We're going to click on the word or the area I want it to be, comma, EN, because that's what it's starting as, is English, RU, because I want to translate it into Russian. There you go. It even gives the correct Cyrillic alphabet spelling that word. Cool, huh? Again, Google Translate. Click the word. EN for English, comma, FR for French. And there you go. That's how these work. I can do the same thing, drag this down. And if you notice, it not only translates words, it translates phrases right in your Google Sheet. Numbers, it does numbers, colors, it does anything. I'm going to do the same thing for Russian, drag it down. There you go. French, drag it down. Now you have full Google Translate functions within your Google Sheets right there. As a bonus, here is a bonus. I want to show you conditional formatting. So a lot of you may know this, a lot of you may not, but I'm going to show it to you because it's kind of cool. So again, let's say you have a lot of these, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy this, Control C, Control V, Command C, Command V on the Mac. Now don't mind the duplicates. I can clean that up using unique, but I have a lot of data in here, and it's hard to tell, you know, at a quick glance, especially if you have a lot of data. If you have a lot of email data, you want to be able to see based on color what you need to focus on and what you need to not focus on. So the way you can do this is I'm going to click on this column here. I'm going to go up to Format, and I'm going to say Conditional Formatting. Over here, it says C1. I'm actually going to change that to C2 because I don't want the first row because that's my title row, right? To C1000, which is every row in this column. And I'm going to say if text contains. I can also say if text is exactly, which that's fine. I can do that too, right? True. You notice how it's already changing. If you look over here, it's already changing the color. So I'm going to change the background. I'm going to make it green, right? So then say done. Then I'm going to add another rule, same place, right? Because I still have it selected. If text is exactly false. And I'm going to change this to we'll say that, red, right? Done. There you go. at a high level glance, I know exactly where to go look for any issues or anything else based on some conditions that I've set for anything. And you can do this for anything. You can do this for numbers, right? I'll do one right here, 499, 500, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to click the column. I'm going to say add a rule is equal to, we're going to say 500, and we're going to change this to blue. Done. There, see? Easy peasy. You can also change the format of the font if you want the text color. We'll say white. Done. Right? So that way you can have conditions to change based on your conditions in your spreadsheet. You can change the format of the font style, the font color, the background color, things like that, to give you this active type dashboard that really helps you and really empowers you to do a lot of cool things right in Google Sheets. And again, I've been using Excel for years and years and years. And once I moved to Google Sheets and finding all these really cool functions that you can do because it's pulling online data in real time, these functions, all of these I've shown you today, are available to everybody who has access to Google Sheets. All you can do is sign up for an account for a Google account, and Google Documents is available to you, as well as Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Slides, all that good stuff. So, hope these 5+ bonus functions were helpful for you. Remember, I find things that help me in my daily job, and I found these to be the 5 functions that I use a lot. So, hopefully these help you. I want to be able to give some free tutorials out there to people to be able to show how powerful Google Sheets can be. And I'm hoping it can help you too in your daily jobs. Go rock. Be a rock star in Google Sheets. Take it easy. Have a great week. See ya.